Hi everyone, let's get right into your reading today. I'm using the Flower Child deck, and it's a beautiful deck. It's got Sun on the back, and it reminds me of this Sun and Jupiter conjunction that we're in, or Sun Jupiter conjunct the Sun. Very lucky time right now, and this will be going on. This transit lasts for a year, so um, this is just the beginning, right? So let's see what's coming up for you. Temperance. You know, the Temperance card, and this is talking about how you have alchemized your emotions. Like, you see things differently now. The things that like have once triggered you don't trigger you now because you've balanced your emotions, you've processed your emotions, and so you see things differently now. It brings you a lot of peace and balance. You're feeling really centered. Your, guides, your spirit guides, ancestors, angels are watching over you and helping you through this, and they're proud of you. It's also like a new springtime. It's a brand new day here for you because um, like in this card, it's the sun is rising over the mountain, and you're on a new path. Like you're dipping your toes into the mysteries, but you're staying grounded. So, like, it's like a perfect balance, right? So, oh my God, Ace of Cups, peace. You are filling up your own cup now, right? You've got a lot of peace here with the Dove, and it's the beginning of a brand new cycle of emotions because now you're filling up your own cups, and you're not letting yourself be depleted by people, places, and things. And like, your cup is running over now, and so you're going to be, applying these emotions to where you want to go next and what you want to do next. I love this for you. That is one of my favorite cards. Let's see, what else do they need to know? Page of Swords. This one keeps coming out. Yeah, Page of Swords. So you have this new perspective, and it's like it's bringing you a new idea. It's bringing you a new idea. You're either going to be starting something new or learning something new. You're having a total metamorphosis here with the butterflies. So let's see. We'll clarify these, but yeah, it's like whatever you've alchemized, it's now given you an idea, and you've learned how to set clear boundaries, right? So like this is you like fending off your territory, and it's like you're firm in your boundaries now. You're not trying to get into conflict with other people. It's not the point of it. It's you're trying to keep the conflict at bay, right? And so you have to make like sacrifices to keep your boundaries intact, and like know when to help others and when to fill your own cup here. And that's going to keep you emotionally grounded. It's like you know who you are, and like you can't get knocked off of your game anymore um, by people coming at you with their wants and their needs and their guilt and their um, tactics, let's say. So I'm really proud of you. This is a big deal. This is a big step. What else here? Oh, Knight of Wands. So you are really passionate about something. You are like going to be taking action towards your creative ideas and goals, right? So it's like you have the idea, you keep your boundaries, and you're going to take that action. I'm also feeling that like here that someone is very passionate about trying to get you to drop your boundaries, right? Like this is somebody that doesn't like that you have put these new boundaries in place. And the Knight of Wands can be kind of a hothead, and they're coming at you and like, why, you've changed, right? This sort of energy, like you've changed. You didn't used to have boundaries. You used to let me, walk all over you and siphon your energy or something like this. And you have the Tower in reverse. It's like you've been holding up the tower long enough for other people. You've been holding up their towers. And so like the tower is coming in for these people now because they don't have your support. You know, it's like you realize that you have to pour into yourself, and that's just that. Like, it's the way that it has to be, and you're taking action on your creative goals, and that's what you're protecting. You're protecting your new outlet, your new passions, your optimism. You're protecting your optimism. You're not letting people drag you down, and you're finally like um, getting justice for all the things that you've been doing for other people, right? And so like the scales of justice must always come into balance. And it's like the laws of physics or something, you know, they always, you know, come into balance. And so this is like saying that this is your time to shine, right? It's like you've been doing and doing for other people, and now you're going to start to be receiving. Um, and in these skills, it's usually they're weighing like money, right? So like you're going to be seeing money too. Wow. I may have to let's see here. And it's because it stopped letting people, places, and things drain you. When you get the devil in reverse, it's like that's finished. The devil is what drains you, and it can be relationships, it can be bad habits, it can be your own thoughts, you know, like people making you feel bad about yourself and like questioning, you know, making you question yourself. They may be doing this to get you to do things for them, you know, making you feel guilty like a bad person because you don't want to help or something. But like the devil can definitely be um, like toxic thinking, right? Obsessive thinking. And so, like, now that you're centered in yourself, you're not being drained anymore, you know. And for some of you this is coming, and also it's like don't resist the change of ending these toxic cycles. It's time for these toxic cycles to release themselves from your life, and that is what is going to make you more balanced, right? And then everything's going to be easier after that, you know, if they are people, places, or things. But let's find out. Let's clarify some of these cards. So let's see. What is this new idea with the Page of Swords? What is this Page of Swords here doing? The Fool, right? You have a new idea, and it's like you want to set out on this new adventure, and you know you've had to cut like a lot of things out of your life so that you are able to go on this new adventure, whether this is a new job or a move or just a new mindset. So it's like you've released a lot of the baggage that was holding you back, and you know you're ready to start from ground zero. You're ready, like, for your happiness, right? It's like about you have a new lease on life, and you're gonna go for it. Like, this is your sign to go for this new idea. Make this new idea a new action. Like, take action on this new idea. Any other information about what this idea is on the Page of Swords? Anything else on the Page of Swords here? Yeah, you've made this decision, you know, like it's like you're not just doing this like flippantly, but you've like thought about this for a long time about making this change. And it was in the idea phase, but now you're taking action on it, and you're making this decision, right? Like, you're going to let people know that things are going to be different now. Anything else on this? Yeah, it's a new creative project. It's a new way of earning income, generating income. This is like you're putting in the work towards it, and you've put in the work. Um, you know, so yeah. So some of you are doing a new career. And you have everything it takes to get this done. Like, this is, so beautiful. Like, you have the new idea. Trust in your instincts that, like, you are going to get this done. This is a Master Manifestor card. And, like, you're ready for this. It's like you have all of the assets. You have the self-confidence and the belief in yourself. And by following your intuition, you're going to be able to manifest this abundance really quickly. Okay, so who are these people? Who the Seven of Wands? Who is trying to get into your boundaries? It's like you've done a lot of healing work on yourself, and your peace is so important now that you're not just going to like let it in for anything. Barring like an emergency situation or something. But if people just like coming at you, it's like you just don't put up with that shit anymore. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Um, it's this is the end of bad luck. It's like you had a run of bad luck for a while, and that included these people coming at you, these energies coming at you. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be with your friends, but these energies were coming at you like tugging on your heartstrings, and it was affecting your abundance, right? But no more, not anymore. Like, Jupiter is here. I already did a Jupiter message, but I guess it still had more to say. So it's like, yeah, Jupiter is here to relieve you from these people that are coming at you. And I think like once they get used to it, it's going to be a lot easier for them. But it's like right now the adjustment period is really tough. Like they're used to depending on you, and they're upset that they can't, take from you anymore. It had been moving really, really slowly. Um, this could also be the person who wants in on your boundaries or doesn't want you to have boundaries is somebody that doesn't want to change. They want to move really slowly. Um, and they actually don't want to see you succeed because they don't want anything to change, right? Like, there's somebody that's very cautious. Um, yeah, and they, this kind of quick energy scares them, right? They're, you know, really cautious and slow moving. It could be like it's really stubborn as well. And it's messing with your Wheel of Fortune, right? Like it's not, you're not going to do it anymore. So let's see. Who's the Knight of Wands then? Yeah, you're not going to, it's time for you to receive. You're not going to keep giving out charity to everyone who asks, like you can't afford to expend all of your energy on everybody else and not put anything back into you. And you know that now because you have, like, this is what brings you peace, People can't guilt you into, like, thinking that you have to do something for them, right? Okay, so who's this Knight of Wands here? I feel like this is your creative idea, but let's see. Who's this Knight of Wands here? Like, so you've got the Seven of Wands again, and these are like two different kinds of people that are trying to get in your energy. Like, one person is like, just won't like move out of your space, like metaphorically. They're like, they just don't want to move, they don't want to change. And the other person is like upset about it. Like, what? You have boundaries now? Like, what is this? You can't change, like, and they're trying to challenge it, like, and maybe it doesn't even have to be one person specifically. For some of you it is, but it could just be like the energy of the universe. But it doesn't matter because you're going to succeed. These people do not want to see you succeed, right? They don't want to see you succeed because they don't want things to change. They're obstinate, stubborn, and it means that they'll have to work harder, or like, it makes them feel bad that they just want to stay stuck in the same place. when they see you working on yourself and see you working hard on yourself and like really gaining some momentum and traction, and it makes them feel bad that they're not trying to make their life a better place, and they don't want to have to, right? So interesting. I want to see you succeed, but you know what? You're going to succeed. And then you have the Tower here. I said it in the last video, I'll say it again. Don't hold up this tower. It's time to put these wands down. You've been resilient. You've been, determined. You've like proven your loyalty, and it really hasn't gotten you much except some bandages on your head and arms and, and a whole lot of walls and chips on your shoulder here. So it's like, you don't, it's time to let the tower fall. What else about this tower? What else about the tower? What do we need to know? What is coming with this tower? Page of Pentacles. You're not a page anymore. You're a knight. You're a king, like, people are going to offer you too little, right? Like, they're going to come in and offer you too little because you're already, like, here with all of this, right? It's a too little and too late. Like, things are changing, and they're changing for the better. You will align with other people, but it's like you have to make some really big cuts in your life because, where did that go? Because things are changing and you're changing, and and people can either, join, or they're gonna have to go, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of options. It's so weird. I thought a card fell on the table. That's wild. Okay, anything else on the tower here? Anything else on the tower? What is falling with this tower? Yes, right? You're not going to be out in the cold anymore. You're not going to be broke anymore. You are rising. You are elevating and rising, and it's a new day for you. So, like, that's the other reason you need to stay committed to your path at this time. And it's like, oh, here's the other card. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, that was on the tower. When this was like out when I was saying too little, too late. Like the Knight of Cups is like, oh here, but I love you, right? Like, but here's my little cup of love. But it's like you have your own cup now, and like yours is overflowing, and this one's empty, right? And so people want you to stay down at the level that they are because it's like so obvious that you are like coming up right now, and you're rising up, and you're like stepping into your own, and you're doing better. So like there's just people that can't come with you. They can't come with you. What is this balance of justice? What is this justice here for? What is this justice? Ah, the Queen of Wands, right? It's like, you are really stepping into your own. You're optimistic. You're using your intuition. You're like you're being courageous and have bravery, and like people just want to be around you, right? Like you seem like you have such good energy. People want to do it. You're like be around you. You're so focused on joy. You bring joy to people around you, and like they see you turning into this queen, and um like that's the balance. It's like you're becoming a queen, not just any queen, the Queen of Wands. That's the fiery queen. um and so like you will be receiving a lot. Like you're gonna be in receiving mode now. Why else is the Justice here? It's like you are always a queen. Maybe you knew it. Let's see. You are moving on from not using your intuition. You are going to listen to your intuition from now on, because and if you don't know, I'm telling you, like, by using your intuition, that's what brings you the abundance. That's what brings the joy and happiness, because like you were listening, you're listening to yourself, and you're taking care of your needs. You're doing what you need to do for yourself. And so, like, these are also all the good things that you have coming in, you know. That's what's going to be different, right? Like, because you process these emotions, like, I know, like, and if you've been here for a while, like, I know that you've been going through like a rough time, and like this might feel impossible right now, but just watch, because this is like the first day of Jupiter um starting its transit for this year. And like, you're like, I feel like it's like you have been learning your lessons, and like maybe you've had to learn your lessons more, like you missed the last Jupiter one 12 years ago, and now you had another 12 years to learn these lessons, for the universe to like be able to like give you this boost, and like to reward you for all of this. And so, yeah, so you've had to so this is what's coming in. But the main thing here too is like you have to leave behind like these toxic relationships, these toxic habits, or and anything that drains you. Like, and your intuition is telling you that it has to, can't stay in that energy, and also have all of this. That would be out of balance. It's like that's how you come into balance. By removing these toxic things from your life, it makes you a lot lighter, and that's how the scales come into balance. It's also balance. You start having a lot more fun, right? Um, Having these toxic cycles was also a lot to juggle, right? So it's time to leave it behind. It's like, you just felt like, you know, you can never really stop and take a break and breathe. So it's been a lot. Let's see. Any final messages from the tarot? Is any more advice from the tarot? Any more advice on this? I think that was pretty clear. Oh, 10 of Cups. This like brings you so much emotional fulfillment by leaving behind these toxic relationships, toxic habits, or toxic patterns of thinking. Now you are truly blessed, and you're coming to a time of so much emotional reward. Didn't you have the 10 of Pentacles too? No, but it's emotionally fulfilling. This is emotionally fulfilling. Like, this is what you have in store for your future here, right? So I'm so excited for you. Let's pull a couple more cards, oracle cards. I want to do a magical message. Let's see. Oh, a magical message here. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? A portal that opens you to your genius. Opens to your genius. You're stepping through a portal. You're stepping through this portal, and it's opening you to your genius. And let's pull a couple of these channeled messages as well. Let me see here. Okay. Know your worth. 6 months. You're going to be seeing results in 6 months, growth. So yeah, that's what I have for you. This is super exciting. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.